What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video we're going to go over today's trades. We had two trades, one small winner and one large winner. Why we took those trades, what was the reasons behind it, why did it work, why did the other one not work, what could we have done better, what can you learn from it. Some information. You guys love the trade recaps, especially when it comes down to understanding where the key levels of the market were. So you know what, I'm a man of the people. You guys want to trade recaps, we give you, or I give you, to trade recap. If you did not watch the video I uploaded, which it was like a market overview, I was supposed to upload it yesterday and I'm uploading it this morning early, so all you guys missed it. Some of those levels were on there that I used today, but we expected, looking at market overview, we expected a market bounce. Why? It was price. Look at what we did. Filled all these fair value gaps on ES. While on Q, we went well past it. We actually went to take out the low of the previous week, while ES is holding the low of the previous week, which was on this date right here. So we have, if you go watch the video, we had an overall bullish divergence on the weekly and under, which we should expect at the very least a bounce until Wednesday. Wednesday, because we have CPI, then the CPI news could potentially lead us lower depending on how it comes out. We also have FOMC, I believe, which is next week. But so we got this bounce here, and it was a pretty clean bounce actually on in the pre-market. It happened in London in the Asia session, and then we just ran up. So now I was looking for, excuse me, a reversal during New York session, or at least a reversal to a pullback of this move up, and then eventually long later. So I said we are overall bearish on the market going into early into this week. But what I'm looking for also is that yes, yep. What we're looking for also is pullbacks, right? So only because just because you're bearish and you're dealing weekly, you're not gonna be bearish the whole week. Not every day, not every candle is gonna be green. So you have to understand where to pick your interest. And again, since price had gone up a little bit too much, it was time to look for a pullback. So I first entered a trade. I was looking for that move up until 10 a.m. I first entered a trade around this 574 area on yes. As you can see, we were entering the previous consolidation of this AMD setup. You have to understand, if you have an AMD, in this case this is accumulation, manipulation, distribution, and downside to fill that fair value gap, when you get back to the accumulation period, more often than not, it will act as a form of resistance. So the bottom level of that, kind of that support area, was 5474. As you can see, that was price hit it and then rejected it. Unfortunately for me, right, this is the hourly, and I'm not gonna hold the whole hourly candles because it can be dangerous. I entered a short around this 572 as we had an initial reaction, essentially 570, 572. Gave myself a 5-point stop, even less than that. So it was around 572. I gave myself a 5-point stop, which ended up being around a 6-point. It was an entry roughly like right here it was. So we got swept before it went down, but it's fine because my overall idea stayed intact. It's just all about risk management, managing those small risks and then just entering back. And I mentioned this on the stream as well. I said, hey, more than likely price is only going higher so that NQ can hit the same level that we're looking at AMD, the accumulation from the AMD setup on Friday. Again, now this was about 18,715, 18,710, and that's what we were looking for. So when price had pushed up here on ES, on NQ it was still slightly behind. But then what happens? On this next push, as you can see, this candle pushes up to it and then quickly rejects. So I tell myself, NQ is the weaker one. More than likely, it's going to give a better setup. Rather than taking it on ES, I'm going to take it on NQ. As you can see, price was, and this is what you want to see. Also, look at this 1 minute and 5 minute. You want to see on NQ or ES, it doesn't really matter, an aggressive move into your level. You don't want to see a little chop into it. An aggressive move usually makes me more confident on my level because it's going to be some kind of manipulation. So it's like a manipulation candle, right? So boom, you inverse this pretty much essentially. My entry was before the inverse. My entry was right here. So key area, fair value gap gets built up. And we also have a key area on yes. I don't want to waste too much time. I don't want to miss this trade. I enter. I understand my risk is like 11 points. If this trade goes red, if this hits stop loss and I was wrong, I'm fine losing like 10, 11 points. Usually my stops are 20 points. And the risk reward is so massive here. That's like, hey, I'll take the fucking loss on it because you know, this works 1 out of 5, 6 times, I'm still very in the green because our target was all the way, and that's what we got. Our target was all the way down here. A little over, what is that, 162 points. It ran to well over 200 points. And look how insane this trade was. And it really was this, right? This was called out live, enter live. Obviously, I enter on options, so it's a little bit different to show like the executions. I've been wondering the idea if I should just enter also on like a paper account on futures so that you can kind of see the execution. But if we look at the time, look at, you know, I'm going to show you guys the time. This is when we enter it. And if you don't trade 10:14, is this on, this is not, I don't know why the market keeps doing this. It's on exchange time. I don't know why, like all my charts, I don't know if you guys notice it. I don't know if you guys noticed, but all my chart is like an hour behind. I don't know what the hell happened to my, I don't know, I click here and I click exchange time, but if you guys see this is an hour behind. Either this is an hour behind or my Discord is an hour ahead. So I'm tripping out. Anyway, besides the point. So this is 10:14. It was 10:14 on the charts here. Let me. Tripping out, dude. It was like if you go to my like I don't know what it's an exchange time. Am I missing something or is trading me like what's going on? Like we go to my my Thinkorswim charts, 10:15. That the same high. Am I tripping? Guys, am I tripping or is trading me tripping, right? I don't know. I'm tripping out. Regardless, besides the point, it's literally nothing to do with it. Entry was at 10:14, which I don't know why this is showing 9:14, whatever. Exactly this candle, right? And then price flushes, we take a first TP at these equal lows here, right here. Takes an equal, there's a lot of equal lows here. Then we keep taking it. I mean, at a point, we believed we could have gotten the Asia lows, which would have been just an insane trade, like 320 points, like 200. But why did the price bounce? I told the chat why the price bounce. If we had this major equal lows here on yes, and you have to keep in mind yes was the stronger one, and if yes was gonna hold these equal lows, then more likely we were going to go higher, which in this case, that's exactly what happened. Flush candle, kind of like an AMD almost setup. This was a soup. Talk about turtle soup. So a lot of people ask me, what the hell is a turtle soup? It just means a reversal under a key low or high. A lot of times it will happen under equal lows or equal highs, right? And the yes, or then Q gave us all the way to our goal, which was right around that midnight. See, that's the midnight opening price or whatever closing price. So that's what we got. So we got a soup here. We also had a bullish divergence because you see that price on yes holds up. And this is even, excuse me. We're going in 15 minutes, so it's even cleaner. Right, so you have the midnight here. The midnight for yes is going to be roughly on right here. That's going to be the low, right around there. And you had pretty big bullish divergence as well as the equal lows, fair value gap, previous breakout here with a strong candle. Again, if price is not gonna close under this on this larger time frame, it's more likely gonna soup and go back up. And Mondays you have to expect, Mondays are very rarely an extension day. They tend to be an intraday day. So like you're gonna have a swing down, swing up, swing down. As you can see, price like from the opening candle, which was right here, 8:30, right here. I know it says 8:30, but 9:30. I mean, it did not go further, right? If you look at Friday, price extends very far from the 9:30 open, but in this case, it did not, right? So that was the reason why this target and like I adjusted my target. I really would have liked to get Asia lows, but like I saw the bullish divergence here. Look, you see the bullish divergence here, and Q makes a new low. Yes, makes a higher low. Swept equal lows, soups under it, pops back up. You gotta get that trade. So keep it in the green. We kept it in the green about 150 points, which is amazing to look at, right? So these are I got these key levels that a lot of you guys are like, hey, how'd you find those levels? Price will go from consolidation period to consolidation period after it moves one way. So if you have an accumulation period and then a strong move like this, price will want to retrace when it goes back up. It's going to retrace to the accumulation and potentially target the manipulation high. So that's going to see. And you call this, comment down below what you call this. I don't personally call this, but that's what people call a market maker buy model. Call this inverse head and shoulder. You can call a wick off distribution. There's a million names for this, but it's pretty much the buy side of the curve, right? Look at this. Strong move one direction, manipulates, strong move back up, and then you just buy here. Whenever you see sideways, pew, looks like an inverse head and shoulder if you've ever seen that setup. After a big move down and a big move up, or a big move up, you're gonna get your buy side of the curve, or whatever you wanna call it. So that's for today's trade. If you wanna trade with us live every single day, I execute live, I trade live every single day, code 39 if you're a new member. And if you're not, hey, just hang out with us in there. Leave a like, subscribe below, and as always, peace out.